3 essential money mindsets for Herbalife distributors. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is Jean here from Authentic Energy. All right, so let's talk about which 3 important money mindsets as distributors that you need to have. And if you don't have these money mindsets, I urge you to start cultivating these mindsets now. Okay, so I just want to mention that all these mindsets I'm mentioning here today are very important for beginners, for like new distributors, or if you have been the distributor for some time and you feel like your business is not growing, you're stuck somewhere. And I think it's actually very important for you to actually check, do a bit of assessment and see if you do have these mentalities, if these money mindsets actually apply to you, right? And if it's something that you need to work on. Okay, so money mindset number 1, okay, is know your numbers and organize your numbers. Okay, I have found that for a lot of distributors, even for people that have been in the business for a couple of years, a lot of people are sometimes still very clueless about numbers. So what do I mean by numbers? I'm referring to what is your monthly income? Okay, how many transactions have you had this month, and how much profit did you make, right? And what was the cost for the products? Okay, so these are simple sort of business ins and outs, right? And also other numbers could be things like the volume points, right? Looking at how many volume points you've got this month or last month, and how many volume points you need in order for you to advance your ranking from where you are now to the next level, right? So I found a lot of people really have a lack of the foundation, so they're very clueless. It is true that a lot of distributors enjoy the fun of the business, right? Like doing boot camp or doing shake parties and meeting people and getting clients and people to join into the community. But when it comes down to tracking the numbers, a lot of people really lack that skill. Right. And I found that based on my personal experience as well, is that if we don't have the habit, if we personally don't have a very good, money organizing habit, then that habit actually, creeps into our business as well, right? And in the business scenario, we don't really want to bring all these bad habits. So if we found out, oh, okay, I'm a bit messy, I'm a bit disorganized with my, money tracking, with my not knowing my numbers, then it is time, right away, if you're watching this video right now and realize that that's something I need to work on, I'll say right away, go to your myherbalife.com and you can talk to your upline about it, right? Work out your numbers. It's very important for you to know your numbers, because once you start to see the numbers, right, you can actually track, you can actually measure your progress. And this is where you can actually gauge how you are doing and how can you improve. Right? The numbers are actually a great visual gauge for you to see, how you're progressing. But however, speaking of numbers, I don't want you guys to really attach your self-worth to the numbers, because I know it's very easy for a lot of us to attach our, confidence, our self-esteem, our self-worth with the numbers that we see. So say if this month I make less than last month, or this year I make less than last year, then we immediately feel bad about ourselves, right? We immediately feel like, oh man, I'm not cut out for this business, I'm a failure, blah, 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 blah. I don't want you to do that, because the fact is, right, I learned this from a business coach of mine, that the numbers, your business should be separate from your emotions. You should be able to detach the business numbers from your personal emotions. And until we can actually treat our business as a separate entity and really be able to objectively treat it and treat it with a fun and serious attitude, then we're able to progress, rather than always attaching our emotions to the numbers, to our business, and go, oh man, I feel so bad, oh my god, I feel so ashamed. And whatever the ups and downs that we experience in the business, if we're always attaching our self-worth with it, then can you imagine how much of a roller coaster that we're going through? And there's no wonder why a lot of people avoid their numbers. I am telling you this 100%, because I know people, and I've been there myself in the past, that I would purposely avoid looking at my numbers because I was afraid that if I saw the number being bad number, then oh my god, I would just feel like the world would be crushing down on me. I would feel like, oh my god, I'm just not good enough for this, right? So like whatever it was, I would just avoid it. And I know there are people out there, maybe what you're watching right now, you feel that way, that it's one of the reasons why you avoid it, because you don't want to know the truth, you don't want to know the result, right? And like I'll tell you this, right? No matter what the number is, you will learn from it. You will learn whether where you should be improving, right? And also what more could you be doing, or what less could you be doing, right? The numbers will be there to help you. Trust me. Whether it's like good number or bad number, the numbers will be there to help you. And you have, as a business person, you have to track your numbers, right? Whatever you don't measure doesn't get improved. Just remember this, okay? Now, money mindset number 2. Okay, this one's very important. Okay, this mindset is ditch that scarcity mindset. Ditch the money scarcity mindset. Okay, so what do I mean by scarcity mindset? You can remember it as the lack of mentality, right? Lack of meaning like, where like, our focus always goes to where there's something missing, where there's not enough. Okay, where there's not enough of, like maybe there's not enough customers, maybe there's not enough sales, maybe there's not enough transactions, not enough like profits, right? So I mean, it happens, right? Especially at the beginning, or even in, I don't know, for someone like me, I've been in the business for 8 years, right? It can also happen, like here and there we'll have a bad season. I mean, that's the nature of business. It goes up and down, right? So during the times when we have less customers, right, we can't actually be focusing on the lack of, like, oh no, I don't have enough now, oh my god, maybe I shouldn't be doing this business, this is not good for me. But when there are good months, right, where you make, where you get more customers and your income number is bigger, obviously we're happy about it. But we can't have that all year round, right? If you ask any business people out there, right, big company, small company, medium company, they can tell you that they always have like the good seasons and the bad seasons, right? Same as in Herbalife, in network marketing business, right? So what happens when we don't have enough customers, right? Or maybe this month we don't have any customers. What do? This is when we have to change our mentality from the scarcity mentality that there's not enough, right, to there's always going to be enough. That's what I call the growth, the abundance mindset. And it is very important to have that mindset while you're operating the business. I know a lot of people will argue with me and saying that, oh, sounds really like, woo-woo out there, what abundance mindset, you're gonna like magically manifest things. But let me tell you this, it's not about you magically manifest. It's about the fact that when you change your focus, right, instead of focusing on, I can't find any more customers, oh my God, there's so many distributors out there, right, everybody's a competition for me, right? Rather than thinking that way, that is the scarcity mindset. Think about, how can I create more customers? How can I attract more customers, right? Like, how creative can you be, right? What kind of DMOs you can come up with that is legal, but also fun and aligns with your lifestyle to attract more potential customers, right? So this is the growth, the abundance mindset. And let me tell you this, how many billions of people we have on earth, right? And Herbalife is available in 90 plus countries. How can there be a lack of customers, right? And I know that maybe when you are in a very deep lack, the scarcity mindset, you can tell me like, I don't know, 10,000 reasons why you can't find customers, right? But hey, can you come up with 5 reasons that you can find customers? Can you just give me even 3 or 5 excuses that you can find more customers? I bet you can. Okay, if you're feeling that way right now, if you're feeling like, all the hopes are gone, you've had a bad month or bad season, you're about to give up on the business, then, like I encourage you to do a little exercise right now. Write down on a piece of paper 5 different ways you can find more customers, right? I bet you there are ways that you can find customers you probably didn't think about before, right? This is actually a time where, you as the CEO of your business, try to be creative. As the CEO of your business, you have to be creative, right? Like the CEO of your business is not Michael Johnson, the CEO of Herbalife, right? He doesn't dictate how you do the business, right? The business is yours. You get to dictate how you do it, and you get to control how you want your mindset to be, what kind of money mindset you want to have for your business, right? So this is where I highly encourage you to, start cultivating a growth mindset, a abundance mindset. There's always enough. There's more than enough, right? Imagine going to the ocean, going to the ocean with a big bucket, right? There's so much. Now, actually, a better analogy would be like the sand, right? You can imagine how much sand you can bring back, right? So that like just the amount of sand that you can find is basically equivalent to maybe just the potential, the vast potential of customers that you can find out there, right? And of course, it's very often that we get rejected by, prospects and leads, right? And I'll tell you, don't straight away go into the scarcity mindset like, oh my God, nobody wants my products and services. If you get rejected multiple times, we have to think about, what? There will be someone that needs our products and solutions. So next, okay? Next and next. And, in our team, we often get our distributors to do this exercise, which is called keep 20, get 20, keep 20. Okay, so which means, we go and get 20 customers and then we keep the 20 customers. But of course, not all 20 customers always stay, right? And it's natural, it's completely normal for some customers to, leave us or drop off. So this is where we go, all right, let's find new customers, okay? Next, always trying to focus on, okay, if a few people are like, dropping out, let's find more to fill in the spot. So, get 20, keep 20. All right, lastly, the third money mindset. This one's really, really crucial. And it's actually really powerful for a lot of our, new distributors and also, like seasoned distributors. We can also, benefit a lot from this money mindset, which is the selling mindset, the selling versus serving mentality. Right. So it's very easy for a lot of new distributors to think that, we gotta sell, we have to sell this. And when you actually have that thinking of, okay, how can I sell something to someone, or how much I need to talk, how much I need to tell them so that they will get convinced to buy this from us, the more you are actually restricting yourself, the more you're actually giving yourself an energy block, right? So how should I put it, right? The more your mentality is focusing on selling, right? The more your audience, like your leads or your prospect, can feel that energy from you. Trust me, they do, right? They don't tell you, but if you're in a selling mode, then a big part of your body language, a big part of your energy would be very desperate. Okay, and people can actually smell that commission breath. People can actually smell that energy, that desperation from you, right? Whether if you feel like you're intentionally acting it or not, right? So how do we flip that? Right? This is actually very crucial. I can see it as a general business mentality, business mindset, or as a money mindset. Because when our money mindset is focusing on, okay, it's not just about making the transaction, it's also about making transformation, right? Because we are actually providing solution, right? We are, selling products and services to people, but also at the same time, what do the product and services provide? They provide a solution, right, to people's problems. So like this is where we have to focus on, like, okay, when we are presenting, when we're having conversation with a prospect, right? What is the problem? What is the number one complaint that the prospect is presenting to you, right? Is it like, they're struggling with the weight, they're struggling with the sleep, they're struggling with the energy, like we have to really listen to our prospect's problem. And then we present to them, how can our products, how can our services, provide the solution to help them feel better, to help them, like manage their weight, to help them feel more energetic, to help them, improve their nutrition and lifestyle, right? So this is where the focus should be. And of course, like as I mentioned, we need to know our numbers, right? And it is business, we need to make sales and all that. But also, if you can actually have that, if your mentality can also have that huge space, that big energetic space for transformation, right? Where we're here to really be there for the customers. We care about the results. We care about how much their health transforms. And I can tell you, your deal, right? This transaction will be a lot more powerful. And also it goes beyond just the product, transaction. It goes beyond that because you are actually making an impact on this person's life, right? And it goes beyond that because it goes beyond this person. Once you have provided a solution and you take good care of your customer, right? You know, the customers could easily refer more customers, their families and friends and you know, other people to you. So can you see the power of serving versus selling, right? And I'm saying this with my like 100% heart and my, you know, personal experience, because, you know, some people might argue and saying that, it's just like a strategy. You say that to make yourself feel better, but that's not true, because when we actually really get it, that we're actually serving, right? Rather than selling, right? There's a huge shift. There's a huge energy shift there that we as, you know, distributors, you know, we actually can drop. We can actually just drop all the baggage, all the burden of, oh my God, how do they look at us? Do they look at us as like, you know, salesy, slimy salespeople, right? We can drop that baggage mentally and then we can be authentically ourselves and stand in front of people and go, you know what, I'm here to provide this for you. I think this is something you may find useful to, you know, the problem that you have, right? And without being attached to the result, right? Because we are really doing our job to present a solution to your customer or to your potential customer without expecting them to be like convinced, right? Because that's not our job. Our job is not to convince our leads to go with our method, to go, you know, with our products and services, but our job is to present that solution to them, right? And, you know, when they see the value, when, you know, you've done a good job presenting something to them, they will naturally want to give it a go. They will naturally, you know, like your personality or, you know, your method and would like to, you know, go your way. So, you know, this is something that I want to share, and it is so important for us to have that money mindset shift as well, right? So these are the 3 money mindsets that, you know, a Herbalife distributor should have. And let me know what you think about these money mindsets in the comment below. If it's if one of them is something that you need to work on, or if you already possess all 3 money mindsets, I would love to hear from you guys. And of course, I know some of you guys are, you know, interested in the business, or, you know, you don't get any coaching. If you're already in the business and, you know, you're looking for some kind of guidance and direction, you know, you can actually reach out to me. I do provide paid coaching service to existing Herbalife distributors that are not in my team, right? And, you know, I would love to, you know, help you guys with my best ability, with all the experiences I have, right? And I know a lot of you guys probably do need that help, right? And you have nowhere to go, no one to turn to. So I'm here to help you. You can find out the details of how to get in touch with me and how to work with me in the description below the video, right? And of course, if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment below. And you can reach out to me on my Instagram or Facebook at Authentic Energy, right? So thank you so much for watching today's video. And of course, you know, if you think this video is very helpful for other distributors, you know, feel free to share it and give a like and comment. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm here every Wednesday and Saturday. All right, guys, take care and I'll see you next time. Bye.